Hi there, I'm Ruth Sherman. I'm a CEO and celebrity speech and media coach, but you don't have to be famous to work with me. Today, I want to talk to you about your good side, and we all have them. Now, as you can see, I am very dressed for corporate. I have a speech tonight that I have to deliver to a corporate audience. So, I like corporate clothes, but with a little bit of an edge, and this definitely has that. I also have my hair up, not only for the purpose of this video, but because it is hot as the devil outside and I didn't want it hanging down and getting all bleh. So anyway, your good side, we all have them. As I tell all of my clients, our faces are asymmetrical. It's why we are so disconcerted when we see ourselves on camera, because we're used to seeing ourselves in the mirror, and when we see ourselves on camera for the very first time, it's a reverse image. So our eye and our brain haven't learned yet to correct for all of the facial flaws and asymmetries. So in my case, I see that, this side of my mouth is fuller than this side of my mouth, and this eye is squintier than this eye when I smile, and so my smile is crooked as a result. And honestly, when I see myself on video, I see all those flaws, not to mention my mole, which tends to look like Mount Vesuvius. But I've also learned that there's a good side and a not so good side. Not a good side and a bad side, but a good side and a not so good side. And this is invaluable for video and for photography. Now, a good videographer, a good photographer is going to be able to tell you right away. Somebody with a good eye and a lot of experience will be able to tell you, they'll be able to see which is your good side and which isn't. Broadcasters and people in the public eye, people who do this all the time, know what their good side is, and they pose appropriately to take that into consideration. In my case, this is my good side. Now, it has nothing to do with my hair, because I have parted my hair on the other side, and this is still my good side. So I'm going to turn around. And this is not such a great side. It's not terrible, and sometimes I don't have a choice. So for example, when I'm going into the media studio, the professional media studio, and it's a big outfit, a big national broadcaster, they don't care what my good side is. They only care what the interviewer's good side is. So I don't have a choice. But if I'm going into a less exalted media studio, sometimes I have a choice. So, or if you've got a particular level of power in the interview, you can sometimes dictate to say, okay, I need to be seated on the left or on the right because this side is my good side. So you sometimes have power like that. It's also great to be going into photography studio, and even though, like I said, a good photographer, a good videographer is going to be able to help you and be able to notice it right away, sometimes they don't notice it. They're busy, they're crazed. It's always good to know what it is. So how do you find your good side? There's no science to it, I'm sorry to say. You just have to start looking at yourself objectively, videotaping yourself, playing it back, looking at your photographs. Stop avoiding looking at your photographs. I'm telling you, this is one of the big problems that people have, is they avoid looking at themselves, thinking they photograph terribly or they hate the way they look on camera. And I also say, everyone hates the way they look on camera, including my Oscar-winning celebrity clients. Just keep looking and then get some objective opinions from friends. Say, which is my better side? Again, no science to it. It is just a matter of, it's subjective to a large extent, but you do have a good side. Find out what it is. If you want to learn more about finding your good side, finding your best way to speak, finding your best way to present your charisma on stage and on camera, please hop on over to ruthsherman.com, where you can download my Celebrity Video Charisma Secrets absolutely free. I'll see you there.